right, hi everyone. Welcome to yoga. We are still focusing on core for our June pose of the month. So we're going to start with core bracing. You can start on your back. Just go ahead and lay in a Shavasana-like position and come into your breathing. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your nose. Just feel your belly rise and feel your belly fall. Then go ahead and set an intention, purpose, or dedication for today's practice. Inhale. Exhale, seal your intention on your heart. Sorry, I'm having some camera difficulties here. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Like I said, we'll start on our backs, so you can just stay right there if you're already there. If not, go ahead and make your way to your back. I'm going to focus on some core bracing in the beginning of our class, and then, like I said, we'll continue it throughout our practice. So go ahead and bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet down to the floor. Place a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then go ahead and take both hands to your belly. Pull your low belly in and down. So as you do that, your spine should kind of straighten a little if you have a natural curve behind it, and just keep that engagement. Inhale, brace your core, pull it in and down. Exhale, hold your core bracing. Take one more full breath in. Full breath out. Now bring your knees up to 90. We're going to do the same thing, but with our knees up. So place your hands right underneath your knees. Core still pulling in and down. On your inhale, pull your core down towards the floor. Exhale, press away with your arms, but resist. So you want nice straight arms. Inhale, press, core to the floor. Exhale, resist with your legs. Take one more, core to the floor. Press and resist. Now keep this core engagement throughout most of your practice. Go ahead and place your hands right underneath your knees. Take a couple of rock and rolls to come up to standing. You can tuck your ankles behind you, swing forward, and come into a tabletop position. Hands under your shoulders, wrists under shoulders, and knees right under your hips. Now pull your belly in to make sure you have that nice long spine. Take one cat-cow. Let your belly drop, peek up, dome, and round your spine. Come back to center. We're going to keep working on our core. Take your right arm, your left arm forward, and your right arm back. Now pull your core back in if you lost that engagement. On your inhale, tap your elbow to your knee. Exhale, reach, press back with your right heel. Inhale, elbow to knee, almost like a crunch. Exhale, reach and press. Just take one more. Tap your elbow to your knee. As you reach, pull your belly in. Release your left hand down, right knee down. Take one cat-cow. Let your belly drop, peek up, dome, and round your spine. Come back to your tabletop, neutral spine, but with your core engaged. Take your right arm forward and your left arm back. Inhale, elbow to knee. Exhale, reach. Inhale, tap, elbow to knee. Exhale, reach and press back. Take one more, knee to elbow, reach and pause. Release your right hand down, left knee down. Take one cat-cow, belly drops, peek up, dome, and round your spine. Come back to center. Pull your core in, belly to spine. Tuck your toes and float your knees just an inch off your mat. Then go ahead and lift your knees 2 inches. Keep your core working, lift 3 inches, lift all the way up to your down dog. Take a breath or two, you can pedal out your knees, pedal out your heels. When you come back to your dog, create space between your shoulder blades and send your heels down towards your mat. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. And sweep your arms forward and up for your first fierce or chair. So we'll still focus on our core, pulling our core in to get that nice long spine. Settle your hips. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back to airplane. Exhale, forward and up, high, crescent lunge. Take a breath to set this up. You want your front knee stacked over your ankle, your back heel pressing back. Now place a hand to your belly and a hand to your low back. Make sure your core is still engaged, so pull your belly in. Now bring your arms out to cactus arms. We're staying in our lunge legs, but coming into eagle arms. Take your right arm under your left. Just settle. Keep your core engagement. Create space between your shoulder blades again. Lift your elbows a little bit higher. Unravel, come back to your high crescent lunge. Plant your back foot and find a warrior two. Arms parallel to the floor, front knees pressing out. Now flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back for the back of the room. Like you want to tap the back wall if there's a wall behind you or the back of your mat. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Right hand is planted. Left hand can tap your knee, your hip, or reach high. Find space through your spine as you twist from your core. Take a peek up. Release your left hand down. Step back, down, dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Moving through a modified vinyasa, come forward to your high plank. Tap your knees and lower down to your low push-up. We're coming into a cobra pose, so keep your hands by your sides. Lift your heart and chest. Press the tops of your feet down so your knees lift. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release hands down. Tuck your toes. You can come through the tabletop or right back to your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your right leg high. Curl your knee to your nose, round your spine. Send your right leg up. Hover your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, place it through. Gaze at the front of your mat. Step forward and fold. Rise to your flat back, shoulders lift, hip height. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Again, core is engaged and hips are low as you sweep forward and up to your chair pose. Pull your thumbs back. Keep your ears between your biceps. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale all the way down, fold. Lift to your flat back. Step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up. High crescent lunge. Take a full round of breath to set it up strong. Then place a hand to your belly and a hand to your low back. Pull your core in. So remember, core is 360 degrees around. It's not just our abs. Some people think it's just, your six pack or your eight pack if you're really ripped. Then take your arms out to the sides. Come into eagle arms. Take your left arm under your right. Don't forget about your legs. Keep settling in to your lunge. Lift your elbows slightly. Settle. Unravel, come back to your high crescent lunge. Plant your back foot, find your warrior two. Make sure shoulders are stacked over hips, arms are parallel to the floor. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Keep that nice bend in your front knee as you reach up and back, finding space. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge. Left hand planted, right hand can tap your knee, your hip, or reach high. Find length, find your core. Release your right hand down. Step back, down, dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Modified vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. Tap your knees, lower yourself all the way down. Let's come into a Sphinx pose. Slide your hands underneath your elbows, right underneath your shoulders. Press into your forearms and lift your heart and chest. Now again, press into the tops of your feet so your knees lift up. Send your heart and chest forward, let your shoulders roll down. Lift up. Release down to your mat. Place your hands under your shoulders. You can come through tabletop or find your down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your left elbow. Hold for a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Gaze at the front of your mat. Step forward and fold. Find your flat back. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep arms forward and up for your fierce or chair. Settle. Now let's come into our eagle pose. We'll take it on both sides. Take your right arm under your left. Pick your right leg up, exaggerate this motion and wrap it over your left. So when your thighs are squeezing together, find length through your spine. Settle a little closer to your mat. Now start to hinge forward for a crouching eagle. Allow your spine to round as your elbows tap your knee, or they can float right in front of your knee. Now all core, all standing leg brings you back up to your eagle. Inhale. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, unravel, spring out, reach up. Switching sides, bend your knees, take your left arm under your right. Pick your left leg up, wrap it over your right. Squeeze your thighs, not letting any light come in between your thighs. You're pressing against each other, squeezing nice and strong. And length through your spine. Settle a little closer to your mat. Now start to hinge forward for your crouching eagle. Gaze forward past your fingertips. Using your core, using your standing leg, lift yourself back up. We'll hold for a full breath in and settle for a full breath out. Inhale, unravel, spring out, reach up. Coming right in, forward and down, full. Rise to your flat back. Step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up. High crescent lunge. Take an inhale to reach. Exhale, plant your back foot. Find your warrior two. Pause in your warrior two for a moment. Maybe take a hand to your core and your low belly, your back again, and squeeze in. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Find that side body reach, that side body stretch. Inhale, reach back. On your exhale, come through warrior two and land in your bent knee triangle. Elbow to knee or arm can press to the inside of your leg. Take your top arm up. Now taking 3 big arm circles, reach your fingertips back. As you come down, drop your shoulder, scrape your mat, land in an extended side angle. Inhale, reach back, opening up our right shoulder. Exhale, scrape and land. Just take one more, reach back. Your thumb can trace your eyes can trace your thumb if you'd like. Land. You can stay here. You can come back to foundation, bent knee triangle. If you'd like, you can add a half bind or a full bind. Try to keep both sides of your body long. So even this left side that's on the inside of our body, you don't want to crunch in. You want to keep that nice and long. If you're in a bind, spin your top shoulder up towards the ceiling. Take one more breath in your variation. Float back up to bent knee triangle. Use your top arm to lift you up and back. Flip your front palm, revolve. Now straighten your front leg. You can catch your wrist, taking your palm up towards the ceiling, or place your hand in between your shoulder blades and catch your elbow. Adding dynamic movement to our pose. On your inhale, reach back. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Inhale, straighten, reach back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, little self-assist at the top. Give your elbow or your wrist that little pull back. Exhale, bend. Take one more, reach back. Bend into your front knee and pause. Find your warrior two. Cartwheel down to a regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, tap your knees or lower yourself all the way down. Let's find a full locust. Arms by your sides. Lift your heart and chest. Lift your legs. Take your thumbs up. Press your palms out. Lift a little more of your heart and chest. Lift a little more of your thighs. Reach back. Hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Find your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Now separate your feet, hip distance, and shift forward to a high plank. We're coming into a side plank, so I like to center my hand so that my wrist is right under my shoulder, getting that nice 90-degree angle to your right arm up. If you're stable in your side plank, lift your right leg high. Then pull your right knee into your chest. You can catch your knee or reach for your right big toe. Take your foot forward as you come onto the ball of your left foot, so you're back in your lunge. If you didn't quite make it, just go ahead and meet us in the lunge. Pop your left leg up, standing split. Place a hand behind your calf or ankle. Try to pull your forehead a little closer to your knee. Lift your right leg up. Now drop your right hip so it's in line with your left. Let's make our way into a warrior three. Walk your hands up your leg or float your hands to heart center. As you press your palms, let your shoulders roll back. Flex your back foot, heel pressing back towards the back of the room. Now reach arms back to airplane. Straighten your back leg. Keep that tiny lift in your heart and chest. And nice and slow, arms stay by your sides. Lift your left knee to 90. Stand a little taller. Release your left foot down. Take a full round of breath. Shake it out if you need to. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Shoulders lift, hip height, flat back. Step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up. High crescent lunge. Take an inhale to reach. Exhale, point your back foot for your warrior two. Again, you can place a hand to your belly and your spine. Pull in. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. Coming through your warrior two, find your bent knee triangle. Elbow to knee or arm pressing to the inside of your leg. Taking our arm circles, reach your fingertips back. Drop your left shoulder, scrape your mat, land in your extended side angle. Inhale, reach back. Exhale down, land in side angle. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, scrape your mat, land in your side angle and pause. Feel the length through your side body. Then your choice, you can flip your palm, find a half bind or full bind. You can always stay in the extended side angle, or you can come back to bent knee triangle. Once you decide on your variation, try to commit to it. Unless you're feeling pain or you're creating struggling or suffering in your body, then I want you to come out. But if it just feels challenging, try to stay in the pose. Really feel it. Take one more full round of breath in your variation. Float back up to bent knee triangle. Use your top arm to come back to your reverse warrior. Flip your front palm, reach back. Now straighten your front leg. Catch your wrist, or place your hand in between your shoulder blades and touch your elbow. Adding dynamic movement. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Inhale, straighten, reach back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, little self-assist at the top. Exhale, bend. Just take one more. Straighten your front leg, reach back. Come back to center. Take your arms out to your warrior two. Cartwheel down to your regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, come down to your low push-up. Find your cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Separate your feet hip distance. Shift forward to your high plank. Center your right hand if that works for you. Come on to the edges of your feet. Lift your left arm up. Now really pike your hips up towards the ceiling. If you're able, float your left leg. Bring your knee in towards your chest. Reach for your knee or your big toe. Take your left foot forward. Again, if you didn't quite make it, just meet us in the lunge. Pop your right leg up. Standing split. Take one more breath, lift up. Then again, you can walk your hands up your leg or float your hands to heart center. Drop your right hip so it's in line with your left. Coming into our warrior three. Press palms, let your shoulders roll back. Reach arms back to airplane. As you reach, pull shoulder blades back even more. Flex your back foot. Now nice and slow, hinge your right knee to 90. Take a pause at the top, grow tall. Release your right leg down. Take a full round of breath. You can shake out your feet, shake out your ankles. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Find your flat back. Then your choice, step, walk, or jump yourself back to a high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, tap your knees or slowly lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Finding a couple more prone back bends. First, just take a gaze to the right, so bringing your left ear and cheek to the mat. And take a few breaths. Bring your forehead back to center. Coming into alternating Supermans, take both arms forward, palms pressing down. So you can lift your heart and chest just slightly and gaze at the front of your mat. So you don't have to have your head down, you can lift it up. Now, similar to when we were in our tabletop in the beginning of our practice, I want you to lift your left arm and your right leg, and then release them down. Keep your core engaged, right arm, left leg, release down. Left arm, right leg, get your glutes involved on this set. Squeeze your glutes at the top, release down. Right arm, left leg, core and glutes are engaged, release down. Keep everything engaged for this last set. Lift your left arm, your right leg, release. Lift your right arm, left leg, release. You can bring your arms by your sides as you gaze to the left, or make a pillow with your arms and rest your forehead on your hands. Bring your forehead back to center. Take your arms out to the side, cactus arms, elbows and shoulders in line. We're gonna add a dynamic Superman this time. So as you lift your heart and chest, lift your arms and lift your legs. Now on your inhale, reach forward, tap your palms, Exhale, lift up, pull your elbows towards your waistline. Inhale, reach forward, tap. Exhale, lift, pull elbows back. Inhale, reach forward, tap. Exhale, lift, pull back. Just take one more, reach forward and tap. As you pull your elbows towards your waistline, get your back body engaged, and then reach arms back, full locust. Thumbs up towards the ceiling, palms facing out. Lift one or two more ribs. Lift a little more of your thighs off your mat. Release everything down, gaze to the right. Bring your forehead back to center. Your choice on our last belly back bend. You can take another full locust, maybe interlacing your hands at your low back and pressing back to lift up. Or you can bend your knees, reach for the tops of your feet or your ankles for a bow pose. If you're taking bow, press back to lift up. Keep your gaze at the front of your mat. Don't strain your neck. If you're in the full locust, you're using your own body strength to lift yourself up. Everyone lift up, highest point. Release everything down, gaze to the left. Keep your knees bent or bend them if you were in the full locust, and windshield wiper side to side. Bring your forehead back to center. Slide your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes behind you. Press yourself up, high plank. Inhale in your high plank, keep that core engaged. Exhale, hips up, down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lift your right leg high. Place it through to your lunge. Coming into our pigeon pose, drop your left knee down and walk your right foot across your mat. If pigeon doesn't work for you, you can come into a 90-90 sit. So make sure your hip and knee are in line, your knee and heel are in line, and the same with your back leg. In the 90-90 sit, you can turn to the side and come down if you'd like to add more. If you're staying in the pigeon, take a moment to lift your heart and chest, drop your hips, and then slowly bring yourself forward. Taking a meditative pigeon today, so we'll stay here for 5 or 6 breaths. No need to keep your core engaged here. I want you to let most things relax towards your mat. Whatever you can relax. Let your hips get a little heavier. Press them down. Let your upper body get a little heavier. Melt towards your mat. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Start to lift yourself back up, coming onto forearms, coming onto hands. Find a little lift in your heart and chest like you're in an up dog. Tuck your left toes behind you. Send your right leg high. Bend your knee, fan open your hip. If you'd like, you can flip your dog. If not, you can make circles with your ankle. I like to make small circles with my knee because it helps to open up my hip and my hip flexors. I always have tight hips, so this feels really nice. If you flip, to go ahead and unflip. Take your right leg high, come onto the ball of your left foot, point your right toes. Release your right leg down. Send your right heel towards the mat, bend your left knee a lot. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come back to your down dog. I want this to be your strongest dog yet. So send your heels towards your mat. Create space between your shoulder blades. Press your upper body through your arms. Now engage that outside edge of your feet by pressing out. So without moving your feet, I want you to act like you want the space in between your feet to expand. Like you're trying to rip your yoga mat there. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lift your left leg high. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Walk your left foot across for your pigeon, or you can come into your 90-90 sit and turn to the side. Again, if you're in the pigeon, take a moment to lift your heart and chest, to drop your hips, and then come forward. Just let everything drop towards the floor. Try to let your body, your mind relax. Take one more full breath in. One more full breath out. Just settle towards your mat. Start to lift yourself back up into your hands. Find the lift at the top. Maybe peek up at the ceiling. Tuck your right toes behind you. Send your left leg high. Fan open your hip, toes over to the right. Try to keep your left shoulder squared forward. And then your choice, flip your dog, make circles. If you flip your dog, come back to center. Come onto the ball of your right foot as you point your left toes high. And release your left leg down. Bend your right knee a lot. Send your left heel towards the mat. Full round of breath. Come back to your strong down dog. Heels pressing down. Upper body pressing through your arms. Pinky toes pressing out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and sit back as you come into a boat pose. Take your legs forward. You can catch right underneath your knees to center yourself for a moment. Bring your arms by your sides, palms facing up. Now, as you lift your heart and chest, pull your low core, your low belly in and down. If you'd like, you can straighten your legs to add a little challenge. Keep your heart lifting. Keep your low belly pulling in. Hold your boat for 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Release your feet to the floor. Roll yourself down. Let's come back to our core bracing like we took in the beginning of your practice. So roll back, lift your knees to 90. I just want you to see if this feels different than it did in the beginning of our practice. Place your hands right underneath your knees. Pull your core, your belly in and down. Inhale, press, core to the floor. Exhale, resist with your legs. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, press and resist. Small movement, but it's doing a lot of work. Inhale, core to the floor. Exhale, press and resist. Pull your knees into your chest. Keep your right knee in your chest. Send your left leg long for a single knee to chest. Try to pull your right knee towards your shoulder instead of towards your ribs. Find length through your left side. Take a full round of breath. Give yourself a squeeze. Bring your left foot to the floor. Your left knee is bent for a figure 4. Stack your right ankle on your left knee. Lift your left leg up to 90 and then reach through that space we just created to pull your left leg in. Then press your right knee out. Give yourself a squeeze, pulling your left leg closer to your upper body. And release your left foot to the floor. Keep your right ankle where it is. We're coming right into a twist. So arms out to a T or goalpost arms. Roll onto the pinky toe edge of your left foot as you bring your right foot down to your mat. Then take your gaze over to the right. Falling into your twist. Enjoying your twist. Maybe even closing your eyes. Bring your gaze back to center. Roll back onto your left foot and take your right leg high. Coming into an inverted head to knee, interlace your hands behind your knee or your calf, and leading with your heart, lift up. Release your upper body down, press your palms into the mat. Slowly lengthen and lower your right leg, keeping your right foot flexed for 3, 2, and 1. When your right leg hits, bring your left knee in, coming right into our single knee to chest. Keep both feet flexed to protect your knees. Pull your left knee towards your left shoulder. Give yourself one more squeeze. Bend your right leg, placing your foot on the floor. Stuck your left ankle on your right knee. Lift your right leg up, figure 4. Interlace your hands right behind your right leg and squeeze it in. Then use your own hip strength, your own median glute strength to press your left knee out. So sometimes teachers will say use your hand to press it out or use your elbow, but your muscles kind of just bounce right back after you use your limbs. So use your own strength, use your own muscles. Press your left knee out. Give your right leg one more squeeze. Release your right foot to the floor. Coming into our twist, arms out to a T or goalpost arms. Spin onto the pinky toe edge of your right foot, bringing your left foot down. Gaze to the left. Bring your gaze back to center. Roll back onto your right foot to bring your knee and ankle back to center. Take your left leg high. Interlace behind your knee or your calf, leading with your heart, lift up. Release your torso down, press your palms down, flex your left foot. Then all the way from your hip to your heel, lengthen your left leg down towards your mat. Send your right leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. Pull both knees in for a double knee to chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Try to catch opposite elbows. You can sway side to side or make little circles with your low back. If you'd like, you can take a happy baby, feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing the outside edges of your feet, and then maybe taking that rock side to side. If you took happy baby, come back to your double knee to chest. Pull your knees in. Release your feet to the floor. Send your legs long. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your feet fall out and palms face up. Close your eyes. Lift your shoulder blades off your mat and pull them down away from your ears, making sure you're not holding tension in your neck or shoulders. Let everything melt towards your mat. Enjoy your final resting pose. I'm going to mute myself so you don't get my background noise, but I will come back with 3 rings of the bell. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, bringing awareness back into your physical form. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Show yourself some gratitude and thank yourself for making it to your mat this afternoon. Reach your right arm back. Rolling onto your right side, fall into our position of new beginnings. Recall the intention, purpose, or dedication you set in the beginning of your practice. You have the option to set a new one right here to take you through the rest of your Thursday, maybe even into your Friday or your weekend. Start to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Tuck your chin. You can glance at your fingertips or keep your eyes closed. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let your breath go. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful.